But the movement is transformed from them and then to us and now. This is our moment because our time has come to defend our rights. This is one step in that great legacy. Let's march with solemnity. Keep hope alive! 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 Se siente, Minnesota está presente. Se ve, se siente, Minnesota está presente. Se siente, Minnesota está presente. Se ve, se siente, Minnesota está presente. Somali! 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 Oh, deep in my heart, I do believe we shall overcome someday.
So what we see here, we see the Somalis getting desperate. Now they want to join the civil rights movement and march in Selma and get people to get sympathy and sympathize for them because they feel like they're being targeted and all these things, even though they made billions and billions of dollars. You can't fall for this foolery. They're trying to get you to sympathize for them so they can get more money out of you. What I see from this, from the Somalis from Minnesota that are trying to march, I see greed. You got enough money. What did you do with the money? The money doesn't need to go to y'all no more. And it's so sad that they also look like they employed some Latinos and there some liberal white women to make it look like that everybody cares. But the thing is, they have to understand, Somalis have to understand, especially the ones from Minnesota, nobody cares because they seen the fraud. They seen you got billions and billions and billions and billions of dollars, and you didn't give it to nobody else. You kept it to yourself. We do not feel sorry for you. We can't feel sorry for scammers, liars, cheaters. We can't. We can't. It's impossible for us to feel anything for you guys. You guys were targeted because you guys were fraudulently stealing money from the country. Fake Medicaid, fake transportation, fake food stamps. Everything you guys were doing was fake, 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 fake. But then you want to go and march in Selma and make this a civil rights thing and saying that your civil rights has been violated. At the end of the day, when you are taking money from the government should be able to do whatever they need to see if you're using it for your gain or for the people's gain. And what the government did was they saw that you were scamming the system. Billions of dollars, not a couple 100,000, not a couple 100 million, billions of dollars. Can't feel sorry for this. This is disrespectful to the civil rights movement. This is disrespectful to the Martin Luther Kings and everybody that actually try to do something for black people. Because what will we see from Somalis? What do they say? I'm not black. I'm Somali. So I think that in your time of, not getting money anymore, keep that same energy. You're not black. You're not American. You're Somali. So do what other black Americans do. We work and we get it how we need to get it. We don't depend on the government to fund our lifestyles and fund our other countries and stuff like that. So this is just sickening to see is that they're willing to do anything for people to support them again. But I think the American people will no longer be fooled. Tim Waltz is going to be out of there. Jacob Frey, feel sorry for you guys. You still have Ilhan Omar in Minnesota. But the thing about Minnesota, they will always have an eye on them now. These things won't happen again in Minnesota, and they know that. So now you have to do what every other person does when they come into America. You have to achieve the American dream. What does that mean? You have to work hard for what you need to get. But this is disrespectful to all black Americans to think that now they're putting themselves on the same plane as us. When they used to say all the time, I'm not black, I'm Somali.
This shit is starting to piss me off, bro. So you telling me the immigrants then gathered up and did a march in Selma, Alabama? So you telling me the civil rights movement that So-called black people fought, died, been hung. Man, all kind of atrocious things that happened to us. And you telling me these folk marching for illegal immigrants in Selma? They're marching for illegal. Hear what I'm saying now. See, this is where y'all foreigners get up at, bro. When the black people marched, it was because their
We were
rights
illegal.
were being stripped. They were treated wrong, Jim Crow, being hung, lynched, all that kind of crazy. They were fighting for their rights. You ain't got no rights, foreigner. You are not an American citizen. You don't have.
I like it when we hear people speaking facts. Civil rights movement was for black people. We were legal. We were here. We were brought here. We were slaves. Then we were able to get, legalized. And then we started dealing with Jim Crow. Then we started dealing with a bunch of things. So this is the reason why we had civil rights, right? Was it effective or not? That's for you to decide. But as I look at this, they're trying to put themselves in the same situation as us. No, they are illegal. They are foreigners. They are not from here. They're from different countries. So you should not get the same rights or the same benefits as Americans. I do not believe that because that does not happen in any other country but here. We have an abundance of money and we have people coming over here to get a piece of the pie while doing nothing. So that's why I really don't agree with them being a part of any type of movement or any type of civil rights march because they are not really legal. That's the thing. They're immigrants. Even if you were born here, but you're a son of an immigrant or a daughter of an immigrant, you're still an immigrant. You don't have multiple bloodlines here, 3 or more, you're still an immigrant. We have people here that think that they are Americans, even though they were born here, which is a really ridiculous rule, which was made for black people and people of slaves. But they're taking advantage, and now they want to take advantage of the civil rights movement to make sure that they get money and get sympathy. It's got to be smarter, man.
That's the problem, bro. That's why I'm so glad Trump is in here, bro. And Trump, if you hear this, please strip all people rights that are not American citizens. If you are not an American, I don't give a damn if you was born here and you were foreign, all that, cut they off, man. They disrespectful as. And for one, everything that they're doing is disrespect directed at black Americans, so-called the indigenous. This is taking shots and slaps in the face at our lineage. If you a so-called black American and you ain't peeping what's going on, we just gonna leave you behind, bro. We gonna leave you behind and you catch up. You gonna have to catch up. You gonna have to run fast to catch up because we moving.
They didn't want to be us when they was getting all that money. These immigrants didn't want to be blacks. They didn't want to include blacks. They didn't. And then when they getting caught, then when the money dries up, now they want to be black. Now they want to be a part of the movement. Now they want the black people to support. But y'all wasn't supporting black people when y'all was getting all that money. You didn't care about the black people when you were making all that money. You were getting all that money and you were saying this is just for us. Remember, the Somali said this. I'm not black. I'm Somali. So now they're trying to take over our things in order to get the money to keep on coming to them. And it's not working because you know why? The thing they're missing out on and they're missing in these marches are black people. And black people would never join their fight because they remembered how these people acted and how they were treated when they were up. They didn't bring black people up and say, look, I'm getting taken care of. I'll make sure y'all straight too. They didn't do that. This is the reason why they're struggling. This is the reason why all these protests have been struggling because they're missing the most valuable, most marketable race ever, black people. Let me know your thoughts about this in the comments below. Like, share, and subscribe to the channel. As always, I appreciate you guys tuning in to the No Filter Morning Show, Monday through Friday, 10:30 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. Live stream only on YouTube. I appreciate you guys, and I'm out.